Good morning. Today is Friday, April 10th. Welcome to this week's edition of the Launchpad. I'm Addie Hedges. To get us started this week, we'll go to Ashland for your current events.
Thanks, Addie. There are currently 5,878 cases in Ohio with 231 deaths. Governor Mike DeWine has said that the numbers are only so low because we are not able to test everybody with symptoms. With that being said, social distancing is being shown to help flatten the curve, so keep it up. In other news, Berne is providing meals to families and children under the age of 18 in the district, Wednesdays 10 to 11 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. If you are interested or in need, swing by the parking lot to pick up your food. Now over to Cheyenne for the weather.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this week's weather is not looking as good as last week's. Today's high will be 47 degrees with a 10% chance of rain and some slight cloud coverage. Saturday will be a little bit warmer with a high of 57 degrees, but with the same 10% chance of rain and clouds. Easter Sunday will be the warmest day this week with a high of 65 degrees, but with a 50% chance of scattered showers, so you may need an umbrella while you're out searching for your eggs. Now over to Chloe for some Easter egg coloring.
Hi, Jack and Chloe are... What are we doing now?
We're going to be making a video of, what are we going to be doing?
Coloring Easter eggs. Hi.
Well, that was fun. And now on to Addie with the interview with Mr. Heath. Say bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Chloe. And now for a few clips from my interview with Mr. Heath.
What are the expectations teachers have for their students when assigning weekly work?
We do have expectations, so I think we took the opposite route of what a lot of districts did. Mr. Parker, now superintendent, gave us 10 calamity days wrapped around our spring break, which basically gave us an extended spring break. While other school districts were working to, try to keep things going as normal, and in many cases didn't entirely pull that off. So we had some preparation time, and we do have expectations. We want people to be working. We're going to have the phrase I keep using with the staff is grace before grades and relationships before rigor. And by that I simply mean, we have expectations. We want you to be engaged in meaningful work. Although I don't think we're going to carve out a lot of new ground, a lot of new material. Yeah. We do have some expectations that you'll do the work that we send so that you don't lose ground going into next year. We don't have to spend too much time reviewing next year. So we have expectations. Every teacher's expectations are a little bit different, just like they would be here at school. Yeah. But all in all, we are going to give grace where possible. We just want students to put forth an effort.
Will CCP students still receive college credit for the classes they will be doing online with Berne teachers?
Good question, Addie. Yes, we will grade. It'll just be fewer assignments. There won't be as much sent out as you're already starting to notice, as there would have been had you been here. But there still will be grades, and we do have higher expectations for CCP students because there is college credit involved. Yes, still get credit.
Online assignments be incorporated into the grade book for the fourth quarter?
That's a really good question. Philosophically, if students turn in their work, if they are at least make the effort to turn their work in, our goal is for them to not be harmed by that work. So if they had a C going into the 4th 9 weeks and they turn things in that they're supposed to turn in, we want to make sure that they don't dip below that C. If we can tell they've made an effort. But conversely, if they turn really good work in and they're really active and engaged, we would go the other way. You can raise their grade. We just don't want it to harm it.
And then my final question, very important. You promoted TikTok Tuesday last week for Virtual Spirit Week. Were you able to make one in your free time?
Yeah. Well, I started. So I downloaded the TikTok app. And by the way, I'm going to have to say this because a lot of our parents do not believe people should use TikTok. And if that is your belief, I understand that. I did download it, and I'm working on a plan. I saw an idea on Twitter. I thought I would practice my best backflips, my home run backflips. So I'm going to get somebody out on the field to throw me a pitch, and if I can get one over the fence, I think I probably still can. We'll see, but we'll get it over the fence. If I don't, we'll edit it out and make it look like it did.
Yes.
And then I'm going to try about 5 different really cool backflip home run celebrations. And I hope to have that out early next week.
Thank you very much. That's all my questions.
You're welcome, Addie, and I appreciate the time to talk to everybody. We miss everybody here at school. And I'll say one last thing for seniors. We are very, very committed to making sure that you have a graduation ceremony. And so right now, we're still scheduled for the normal time. If the governor tells us differently, and we understand that is a possibility, we've got a plan B into June the 14th. Right now would be our plan B. Even if that doesn't work out, God forbid, we'll have a plan C. We're very committed to that ceremony. So I don't want anybody to worry about that.
Now I'll be reading the poem Note to Self by Donna Marie. Be like the willow that bends, shade that it lends, peace that it sends. During the breeze, its leaves will appease and shift with ease. Enduring, alluring, maturing, be like the willow that bends. And now on to baking with Miss Willard.
Good morning and welcome to Baking with Mrs. Willard. Today we're going to make plain vanilla donuts with a vanilla glaze. So you're going to need a donut pan that holds 6, or you can use a muffin pan. And then go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So we're going to start with a cup of all-purpose flour, then a 1/3 cup of sugar, and a teaspoon of baking powder, not baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're going to whisk all those together. Once those are all mixed, you're going to move on to a separate bowl for your wet ingredients. You're going to melt down 2 tablespoons of butter, have 1 egg, and have a 1/3 cup milk and add 1.5 tablespoons of milk, or you can do 100 milliliters. And you're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you're going to whisk all those together. And once those are all whisked, you're going to add those into your dry ingredients. And you're going to mix those together. And you don't want to mix it too much, just until everything's wet and there are no lumps left in your dough. And once you've got your dough together, you're going to put your dough into a piping bag, or I just use a gallon bag and a cup. And you're going to pour that in, because you're going to want to pipe this into your donut pan. And once it's in your bag, you're going to snip off about 1/2 inch off the tip of your bag. And then you're going to pipe it into your donut pan. And it's going to be about 3/4 full. And once all your wells are full, you're going to stick it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Hopefully you're working on some schoolwork for that 10 minutes. So you're going to know your donuts are done if when you hit them, they bounce right back and don't sink down. So now we're going to make your glaze. You can do a 1/2 cup powdered sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and a pinch of salt. And then you're just going to start with 1 tablespoon milk. And then you're going to whisk it all together. And you're going to keep adding milk and powdered sugar to get a thicker consistency of the glaze. And you could add food coloring right now if you want to make it Easter colors. So I'm going to add a little bit more powdered sugar. And mix it all together. And you want to make sure your donuts are on a wire rack with a sheet pan underneath, so your glaze doesn't get all over your parents' table. So now you're just going to take your donut, dip it into the glaze, and swirl it around. Let it drip, and you put it back on. And then you can go ahead and put your favorite sprinkles on it and make it all colorful. And you're just going to do that for the last couple. You can add different kinds of sprinkles. So I hope you guys are having a good time at home and you're working all your schoolwork.
Hey guys, it's Mary, and right now I'm just wearing a really boring outfit, but that's because we're in quarantine. Now, one of the worst parts of quarantine is definitely not being able to wear cute outfits because there's nowhere to go. So today I'm going to be showing you outfits I would be wearing if there was no quarantine. Alrighty, so this is my first outfit. It's really simple. I would probably wear this to like an Easter party, like some egg hunting, but that won't be happening this year. Okay, the next outfit is a little bit more dressy. Maybe I'd wear this to church on Easter. Once again, will not be happening, but it's still cute nonetheless. The next outfit is more edgy. We've got a denim jacket, but we can also wear without a denim jacket. And an AC/DC shirt and a plaid skirt. We got like a nice schoolgirl moment. So fun. I'm gonna throw the jacket. There we go. Okay. And this is my favorite outfit. These are my favorite pants. They're corduroy pants. And then I like the fun shirt on top and some Doc Martens. Cute.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.